everybody doing out there? We wrote a record 10 years ago called The Con. I wrote my half here in Vancouver, and Sara wrote her half in Montreal. So, bonjour. My half was way more popular here on the West Coast. Just joking. Nobody cares about that kind of thing, but it's so fun to make fun of Sara in a lovingly way. Sara had moved away, and we'd been on tour like endlessly for years, and then all of a sudden we were off the road and we were writing songs, and I was living in Strathcona, and this is my North Shore friend again? Or someone new? It's just, hi. Good, great. Are you having a good time? You seem like you are. You're good. You're here by yourself?
Oh, wow.
That's great. That's great.
It's important to be able to do things by yourself.
Yeah, I know it is. I can't, but actually, that's not true. You know what I love to do? Well, first of all, what I love to do is call Tinseltown, even though it's not called Tinseltown anymore. Why did they change the name? I love that name. It's probably something really crazy and inappropriate. I'm sorry. Anyway, but
it's called something like the International Village.
Yeah, it's called the International Village now, but I still call. You guys remember when it was called Tinseltown, right? Anyway, I go there and I see movies. I also really love the Indian food restaurant there, like the kiosk. All my friends are shaking their heads right now. It's called India's Flavor. I've eaten there hundreds and hundreds of times for 15 years. There's only 8 menu items. They do not know what my order is when I get there, and that's why I love it. It was closed. It was closed for renovations, and then I went back when it opened up. It was still called India's Flavor, but it's not the same. Yeah, I'm like really upset. So I go to Wow Thai, which is right next to it. Yeah, it's really good. Whatever. This is a food city. You guys are hot right now. Food city. This is like everybody's. Anyway, I got off topic. What the f was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I was living in Strathcona. You distracted me. And I would write sad songs all day long. And then I would email them to Sara. And she had a life and friends and a girlfriend. That's true. I had none of those things. Yeah. She was like, I would call and be like, what you guys been up to? And she'd be like, oh, we went snowshoeing and drank whiskey, and we went to see like the gossip play at this cool place, and then whatever.
These are all things that have happened to come up in conversation in like the last 24 hours.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Tegan's like, they would snowshoe, drink scotch. I very specifically mentioned that story earlier.
Yeah, but that's the point, is that you're doing all this cool stuff, and then they'd be like, what have you been doing? And I'd be like, literally just sitting here writing sad songs.
Okay, and now let me just give you some narrative context. My then girlfriend and I came to visit Tegan in the city of sadness, where she was just writing sad songs. And she had got like 65 tattoos in like a 2-week period. And she had changed her phone from a Razor, which at the time we were using and was popular amongst people our age. And she had changed over to a BlackBerry Pearl, and she would just predictive text her way through every part of the city without looking. And I actually witnessed her. She didn't seem that sad, just FYI.
No, that's the best part of my sadness, is that at my lowest, I'm at my best.
No, she was so sad that we came to visit her, except that she had nicknamed herself Tequila Tea, and was always out dancing and doing fun things. And I even witnessed her one time, was so distracted and just like was so involved in her predictive text that she walked into a pole, barely missed a beat. She just was like, like, you know, this is a side note, and I swear to God I'll stop talking, but you know when you read on the news like person playing Pokemon walks off cliff, and you think, how the fuck can that happen?
For the record, I
Sorry
don't
for
play
the swear
Pokemon.
words. Sorry for the swear words. Every time I do something bad, I see either an adult that made me or a child that will have to get explained what everything that, like all the words I used later. So I apologize to everyone.
You know when you bring your kid to a Tegan and Sara concert, they're gonna swear, right? Well, you don't have kids, so what are you screaming about? You're a kid. Are you a kid? You look like a kid. Sorry if you're not. You're a kid, right? It's fine. Are your parents upset? Are you here with parents? I still can't tell. Are you a kid? You're a kid. Parents okay. Great.
Which one's a kid?
That kid, right there. That's a kid.
That's a girl to you, that's an adult.
No, I'm not pointing at those people. I'm pointing at Hold on. I was dinking around here. Hold on, let me just. Is that okay? Okay. I listened and listened to you. Should know this. I broke it down and wrote you back before you.